I will let Jack speak. I just want to let you know that the Community Council remains neutral on all aspects. What we try to do is give information to the community and have the community give us information or come to us with issues, and we do our best to resolve it. A little background before I let Jack speak and anyone in the audience who needs to ask questions. Tuesday, the RV Refresh Committee had a meeting, and this is information that I have been given by committee members and from other sources, and so Jack will of course correct me if I'm incorrect. They met on Tuesday. They reviewed the results of the votes that they had been promoting on the 3 different signs. There was one that was leaned towards traditional and 2 that leaned towards more contemporary, modern looks. And as you may have read in both the Rancho Bernardo Patch, the daily online paper, and the weekly paper, the Army News Journal, a larger majority voted for the more traditional sign, Concept C, as opposed to the other 2 signs. The committee, which consists of people that our councilman has appointed, a representative from the Community Council, Jack goes to those, a couple of residents, Janet Atkin, Althea Altenburn, Fred Gamm from the Planning Board, Frank Arwater, who is our Maintenance Assessment District Chair, is our representative. Nick Anastasopoulos is from the Rec Council. Mike Sanford, Ron Bamberger, Larry McIntyre. Matt is from the Chamber. Ron Bamberger is the Business Association. Larry McIntyre is the president of the Rancho Bernardo Business Association. The committee met, and after they reviewed the results, they felt that they would like to try another vote in the public, because they were looking for a more contemporary, traditional, contemporary, updated look for a sign to go with any future signs that the business district, which consists of Bernardo Center Drive, may eventually have. They're looking to make the directional signage so that people know where different businesses are on that street. Right now, the city doesn't allow those, but they're working on getting city ordinances changed so that they can do that. So they wanted the welcome sign to perhaps match their signs that they will eventually have. So that's when they decided that they needed to come up with a second vote. And what they came up with, they're in the process of designing another sign, and what they will do will ask the community to vote again, the top 2 signs that got the votes, which means the semi-traditional sign, one of the other signs that was there, and then a third one. And they'll ask the community to once again vote. The object basically is from the group is to get a more updated contemporary look, as opposed to the sign that won this time around.
Well, that's where I have to stop and cut in. There's absolutely, at least from our office's perspective, we have absolutely no dog in this fight as to which sign wins. We want this to be completely from the survey what the process is, and I will say first off that based on the results and the margin in between and the margin of error that can come with a survey of this size, the results were close enough that we could say it was very hard to choose one directly and say that it was outside of the margin of error, because it wasn't. It was inside the margin of error. However, the second I kind of briefed Carl on what happened at the committee meeting. Carl agreed that this would not be put forward in that way. He released a statement that said, "I cannot support a decision which eliminates the design that received the most votes from consideration. I have requested that the committee reassess its position and consider a runoff survey between the top vote getter," which in this case was the traditional sign, which was sign C, and an alternative which will be voted on by the community. So sign C is absolutely still going to be a part of this. But again, the results were very, very close in the total. C did win, but within a margin of error of any standard survey you would do, that swing would place it in a place where someone could possibly say it was too close. So we have asked that there be a runoff, and sign C will be a part of that runoff, and it will be going against one of the other options. So.
Okay. And I know that there have, thank you, but so far I gave the accurate information.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
But as far as I just wanted to cut in at the part of the committee trying to focus on a more contemporary and try to get an updated look that's not the purpose of this committee. That is not what we are intending to do or set out to do. It is to find what the community wants and to use that, because we are going to take whatever comes out of the survey as what the community wants is going to be what our office stands by as the one that will be submitted to you guys for approval. And on that note, I will have to say that we will probably need to ask to be pulled off of next month's agenda, as another survey will take us a little bit more time, and we will have to be on the next one after that.
And Tuesday, I came home from a meeting, and apparently that was when Chantel had her article in there, and I was on the phone until 10 o'clock at night with residents who had my phone number, from other situations, and I have over 15 comments ranging from, and Chantel, on your online newspaper, you have a tremendous amount of things, but I have anywhere comments about Paul to voting is not fair once a vote is in, that's it, and so on and so forth. So.
Well, if you
I'm
want to,
sure, again, I'm just repeating. So.
for example, if I can liken this to any normal election, let's say in a primary where you have multiple people running for any position, unless someone comes in at over 50% plus one, they don't win in the primary, and there's a runoff between the top two vote getters.
Yeah, but Jack, okay, time out. First of all, I'm glad this is you, not me.
She's saying that because she used to be in Jack's position and she got a new job.
But anyway, that wasn't how it was presented. It
Oh,
was presented as, this is the vote, this is how it's going to go.
Mhm.
Not that we're going to keep voting until, people get what...
somebody else's opinion.
Right. So, how is that going to be explained? Doing another vote, everybody voted. And just because it wasn't what some people wanted, that's too bad. Maybe not everybody wanted Obama to be president, but he got the most votes, so it's just how it goes.
Mhm.
Can I add on to that?
Yeah.
I joined this council, started last June, and this has been a very hot issue almost at every meeting. And at every meeting, I asked the same question. And the question was, who was going to have the final say? And the answer from Mr. Demaio's office was consistent, saying it would be the people who spoke up in the community. The people in the community have spoken. We were given 3 options. C came in number 1. It was not combining of A and B, or C against D, or a new election. Rules can't change to come up with the result that somebody wants. C won. The people of this community want a sign such as C that they voted on. So going back and changing the rules for another vote is ludicrous. And I think that the committee should be ashamed of itself playing for what they want until they get what they want. Your office said the citizens of this community would vote. We have. When it went to the first round, and I'll stop, when we went to the first round, only 270 people voted, and I said that wasn't statistically reliable results. Everyone said, no, it's good. Now 800 and some people, 4 times that amount voted, and again they said C. How many more times are we going to be asked to vote? Amen.
Carol has a question or comment.
not a question, I just, I read it too, I was, opinion. I really